people with disabilities to reach their highest level of achievement. That's the sole mission of one nonprofit that's meeting the needs of the disabled community in South Florida. Joining me to talk about their work is Peter O'Connell, CEO of the Center for Independent Living in South Florida. Thank you for joining us, Peter.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
You know, one of the things I was reading when I was doing my research is that it started after Hurricane Andrew. Tell me a little bit of how this got started and why was that sort of a motivator?
Sure. So, you know, we find after hurricanes that folks with disabilities are oftentimes the ones who get most affected by natural disasters. They're the ones who are most vulnerable to the changes in their routines, disruptions, and the ones who are most affected by when the storm comes in. After Andrew, we saw a lot of folks with disabilities stuck without assistance, without food, without electricity, without personal assistance, and our agency was formed as a way for people with disabilities to help other people with disabilities to find solutions.
So what are the core services that your organization focuses on? Like, give me specific examples of how you help.
So we have 5 core services. The first one is information and referral. We do a lot of things, but we don't do everything. One of the things we pride on is anybody can call us and we'll give them an answer on where they should go or who they should talk to or how they should figure out a system to do so. So anybody can pick up the phone at any time.
So just pointing them in the right direction,
exactly.
basically.
Yeah, just figuring out where to go. The second is peer counseling. We think that people with disabilities are probably some of the more effective people to talk to other folks with disabilities.
Oh, that's interesting.
When I say to someone, you know, you should try this, it's not just, you know, a recommendation, but it's something that I've personally done myself.
Right, it's actually based on experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We do independent living skills training, which is a lot of what we do. So anybody who's looking to learn how to use public transportation, figure out how to find housing, or just how to be able to navigate throughout the lives is what we teach. We do systems change and advocacy, so when we notice things in our community that are difficult, so say curb cuts are being particularly poorly placed, we'll go and talk to people within.
Curb cuts?
Yes, so curb cuts, so the ramps that you go up to at the corner of the street.
It sounded like that, but I never heard it referred to. I didn't know that actually had a name.
Yeah, so if there's an intersection that's particularly busy but doesn't have an audible signal for people who are visually impaired to be able to cross, we'll go and talk and we'll just do some advocating with folks. And then finally we do transitions, so either folks who are in high school and what are their plans after high school, or folks who have found themselves stuck in nursing homes and would like to be able to return to the community.
And are we talking about younger people?
So we're talking about both. So we're talking about folks in high school, you know, when they graduate and they go, what do I do? You know, mom and dad have really planned a lot of just, you know, how should I be able to succeed? But what are my next steps? You know, am I going to get a job? Am I going to go to a trade school? Or am I even going to go to college? And, you know, what do I need to do to be able to be prepared to do that? And we sort of sit down with them and figure out what we can do. And then on the converse side, we work with the opposite end of the age spectrum, where we work with seniors or just any people of any age who, you know, might have had a temporary health impediment that they needed to go to an assisted living facility, but they've gotten themselves a little bit better, or they figured out that that wasn't the place that they wanted to be. And so we'll assist them trying to figure out how can I go back into the community.
And we are talking, just to be clear, about both people with developmental disabilities as well as physical disabilities?
All types of disabilities.
All types of disabilities.
So we work with all ages, all types of disabilities, all languages, that, you know, we don't stop. It's if you have a disability, we'll come and talk to you and we'll try to figure out where your challenges are.
Peter, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Today's newsmaker has been Peter O'Connell. I'm Natalia Ortiz. Thank you for joining us.